Hello Math Files, welcome to MWW Math Empire, where numbers talk. In this video, I'm going to be simplifying the laws of indices. Understanding the laws of indices, by that I mean understanding the applications of the laws of indices is better than just cramming it and as well listing them. Now, I want to let you know that whenever you encounter number having the same base, you simply add their powers. 4 plus 7 will be giving us 11. Again, we are having 5 multiplied by 5. Pick 5. Then 9 plus 12 will be giving us 21. As simple as that. Same thing is applicable even in division. Once they are having the same base, simply subtract. This division can as well come in this way. C raised to the power 7 all over C raised to the power 2. This and this are still the same. Now, like I've said, what you are going to do here is 7 minus 2, which will be giving us 5. Therefore, C raised to the power of 5. Again, we are having 5 divided by 12 here. What else do you think? Minus, we'll be having 5 raised to the power of 8 minus 12. And this will be giving us 5 raised to the power of minus 4. Again, I want you to know that whenever any number is raised to the power of 1, it remains the same. That number, even if I'm having 5 raised to the power of 1, is still 5. Then, when 1 is raised to the power of anything, whether number or unknown variable, it still remains 1. Whether the number at the exponent is negative or not, no matter how the number may appear, how complex it may appear, I want you to know that it will still remain 1. Okay, now I'm coming to this very thing. I want you to know if I am having A all over B raised to the power of n, it simply means that A raised to the power of n all over B raised to the power of n. This goes to both the numerator and the denominator. Am I communicating? Hence, I will be having 49 because 7 times 7 will be giving us 49 all over 11 times 11 will be giving us 121. Then coming to this, the inverse. If you encounter this kind of thing, 5 raised to the power of minus 2. That is why in law of indices, when we have x raised to the power of minus a, it will be giving us 1 all over x raised to the power of a. So, since I'm having 5 raised to the power of minus 2, I will now do what? Come over to this place, and this becomes 1 all over 5 raised to the power of 2, which is the same thing as 1 all over 25, because 5 times 5 will give you 25. All right, now coming over to this, whenever any power is raised to another power, you multiply the powers. Hence, I will be having t raised to the power of 4 times 5. And 4 times 5 will be giving us 20. Hence, raised to the power of 20. Again, coming over to this side, I will be having q minus 3 times minus 2 will be giving us positive 6, because minus times minus will give us plus. Again, like I've said before, 1 raised to the power of anything will give us 1. Anything will give us 1. Finally, look over to this place. In this form, it is now going to be, remember, when you have x raised to the power of a all over b, it becomes the square root of x having my b here raised to the power of a. You can see that. Now with that, you will know what will happen to this 49. it becomes 49. Having my square root here, this is, we already have 2 here, that's why it's square root. Hence, it becomes 7. Coming over to this side, 64 raised to the power of minus 2 raised to the power of minus 1 over 2. Because of this inverse here, is now going to be 1 all over 64 raised to the power of 1 over 2, which is the same thing as 1 all over square root of 64, which will be giving us what? 8 as the answer. So this one becomes what? 8. Then coming over to this side, 64 is the same thing as having the cube root of 64 raised to the power of 2. And with this, I will be having 4 here, still raised to the power of 2. At the end of the day, I will be having 16. As simple as that. Now, let me use this opportunity to prove something for you now. Yes, in this very question that we are having here, 5 over 8. Remember, when you have A all over B, bracket minus x, for me to eliminate this a negative sign, I will be having B all over A, then raised to the power of x. Now, I don't want to apply this law straight right now. Let me prove something at this interim. Now I'm having this. I remember that whenever you encounter this thing, just like all over 5, all over 8. This is what I'm having here because of this 2. Now let me get rid of this very thing right now. You will see that I will be having, so that you will see the reason we do the inverse. I will now be having 1 multiplied by 8 all over what? 5. At the end of the day, I am having 8 over 5. That's the secret behind the turning upside down of this very thing. We will now have 8 all over 5 squared. Meaning that this becomes right now 8 times 8, which will be giving us 64 all over 5 times 5, which will be giving us 25. So, understanding the application of the law of indices is better than just cramming it. You better understand it so that you can know how to apply them in any initial equation or questions coming from indices. Thank you so much for being on a math diet at MWW Math Empire. We are numbers.